Greetings and salutations in service to the One. I am Amber Dawn Star, practical mystic, energetic activist, and for over 34 years, master breathologist. Welcome back to my channel. Hey, here I am again, day 7. 7 days in a row. Doing these videos like I was told by Spirit. So 7 days, okay, 1 week in, yay. And learning more about it, of course, learning more about how to make videos, learning more about uploading videos. So my tech skills are actually getting better. So I'm very proud of myself, an older dog kind of thing. New tricks, yay. Okay, so today Spirit wants me to talk about commitment. And where are you keeping your soul's commitment or commitments? Where are you really keeping them, and where are you letting them go by the wayside? Right now, it's very important with everything that's going on the planet to keep your commitments to your soul. Yes, of course, to keep your everyday planetary, everyday human, commitments, eating, sleeping, working, taking care of your family, the day-to-day grind. But I'm talking about the commitments to your soul, which happen to be what you wanted to learn this time, what you wanted to receive, what you wanted to give, what you wanted to share, what you wanted to clean up and complete. So those are the soul commitments: to keep your contract, to get as far with it as you possibly can. I don't know about, completing your contract. I don't know about completing my contract. I'm working on it. I'm working on my contract, but I don't know. I guess I'll know more as time goes by. I'm intending and I'm praying and I'm trusting that I'm fulfilling my soul's contract. I believe that one of those commitments is to do this because it's way out of my comfort zone. And of course, that's what Spirit's asking of me and you, to move out of your comfort zone, to move out of the day-to-day commitments and move into your soul's commitments. Move out of your personality commitments and move into your soul. Because that's what's being asked of us now. There's so much energy going on the planet, as you know, and there's so much more to come. Good night, Irene. So much more to come. So in order to weather what's coming and stay in your alignment, you must now decide and commit to what you came to do. This is it. We are the light workers. We are the soul sorcerers. We are the ones that came here to show the way to humanity. And the vast majority, of course, of humanity is still sleeping. Some of them now are starting to come out of the dream and wake up and go, wait a minute, something's wrong here. Something's very wrong when most of the planet is not sustainable. When most of the planet, the people, the animals, the children are not sustainable, there's something wrong. We're way out of balance, so far out of balance in every single way, that of course nature decided to say, you know what, if you can't do this on your own, then I'm going to help you out. And so we have manifested the pandemic, whether it was planned or not. Of course, there's those ideas out there that it was, and that this is a total takeover of the totalitarianism, corporations, governments that are all trying to, make the herd comply by scaring them to death. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the people that are scared to death. I'm just laughing at the absurdity of it. It's absurd. It's ridiculous. It's beyond the beyond of stupid. However, that's where we are right now. You can make a choice, and you can choose what your soul has chosen for you this time. You can make that commitment to your soul that you did make before you incarnated, and check it out. Look over the contract again. Where is it in your life that you know that you have to step up a little higher than you have been? There's no more freeloading, as it were. It's time to do the work that you came to do. And, I've been working on this life, 50 years. 50 years. Over 50 years. What? I can't believe it. That it's been over 50 years, and then there's still, another couple decades beyond that. So it's like, I just had the milestone birthday last month of 70. So I'm just like, what the flip-flop? How did this happen? But now that I'm on this end of the spectrum, I see how, I've heard in my life where older people have always said, I feel the same way on the inside. Just everything on the outside is deteriorating, which of course it is. You just, no matter if you just do your best at, this stage, there's some challenges going on. However, that can't stop you. Darn it. Your age, your race, your sex, your money, your relationships, none of it can stop now. You're the one now that has to say, okay, you know what? All of the experiences that I've gone through, every single thing that I've experienced so far, no matter where you are on the spectrum, have all been leading to this, which is watching the dismantling of the patriarchy, which is awesome. It's just flip-flopping awesome. 6,000 years of frickin' toxic patriarchal bullshit that has taken us to this point. The patriarchy has taken us to the brink of extinction. The patriarchy. Not the matriarchy, the patriarchy. And there are some feminine females out there that seem to be going along more with the patriarchal idea of how we ought to be and what we ought to be doing. I mean, I just saw on my feed yesterday this Bobert person with a Christmas card of her 4 sons posing with AR-15s. Every single son that she has posing with an AR-15. And some of them, maybe 10. The youngest looks like about 10. So the feminine that has been brainwashed into buying into the toxic masculine patriarchy, yeah, there's some toxic feminine matriarchal females out there. I'm not going to call them women. No woman would be part of anything as far as having her kids to do a Christmas card with AR-15s. No. That's somebody that's sound asleep. That's somebody that hasn't even realized that they're sleeping. That's somebody that has no clue that they are sound asleep in the dream of the patriarchy. And those people are the people you want to stay away from. And I'm sure you have people in your life that are like that. Maybe not to that extreme, but maybe. And if they are, and you're not, you gotta let them go. In love. Trusting that, at some point their soul is gonna say, this time you need to shift it and change it and do something different than you've been doing all these lifetimes. There's a lot of people like that. Unfortunately, a lot of them are in government and running the show, and the corporations behind the government. Okay, the government right now at this point feels to me, all the governments, especially ours, feels like it's just a, puppet. They're really what's behind the scenes. The puppet master are the corporations, are the billionaires. Yeah, they're running it. Not us, them. With all their bullshit. So now we're being asked as light workers, starseeds, we're being asked to step up and complete our commitments that we made this time. To show the people that there's way more going on than what they have perceived, what they have known all their lives, what it is that keeps this all going. They are waking up. They're starting to. There's some souls on this planet right now that aren't going to get it this time. And that's okay. They don't have to get it. It's the souls that want to get it and want to move on and want to graduate from the third dimension. Those are the souls I'm talking to right now. And I'm one of those souls. I would really love it if I'm done this life with this dimension. Because the commitment I made was to be a light worker and to be a starseed and to be someone that shows that there is a difference between people that are awake and people that are asleep. And, of course, I consider myself awake. I'm sure there are people I know. There are people out there that probably think I'm not. And that's okay. They're entitled to their opinion. It's not my opinion. When I look around at this life and the people that I know and have known, I'm doing pretty good, I would say. I'm doing fairly well, considering everything. Considering all the ups and downs and trials and tribulations that my soul has gone through within this physical form. But after this dark night of the soul that I experienced over the last few months, I realized that since I did make it through, it felt very touch and go there for a while. Because I really didn't think what was the point. However, because I am hell-bent on getting it this time and showing others that, you can do it too. I've always thought I'd have a website, if I can do it, anybodycandoit.com. Because that's how I feel. Coming from my background, coming from my line, I'm just like, wow, I must have been really ready to get it. And I'm sure there's been lifetimes where obviously I haven't been ready to get it. So I didn't. Or I got just a glimmer of, of the truth. But this lifetime, oh boy, I was like, yes, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna understand. I'm gonna integrate. I'm gonna represent. I'm gonna commit to being a beacon of love and light on this planet. To be a soul that has remembered and is there by showing other souls that are ready that there's another way. And the other way is to follow the commitment that you made to your soul before you got here. And even if you haven't been following that commitment, you can now. You can turn it around. You can decide with a choice that, you know what, I'm not going to keep going down this path of being asleep. That's the nicest way I could put it. Oh, I got some other words, but no. No, we got to keep this light, love and light, love and light. I'm kidding, you gotta keep the humor going, because otherwise forget about it. I mean, I am so happy that there's humor in this world. I mean, that's what keeps me alive, I'd say, is watching comedy, especially before I go to sleep. So I can go into that state and be happy. Because I haven't taken everything so flip-flopping seriously. And for someone who's always taken everything so flip-flopping seriously, I don't have the energy anymore to take everything so flip-flopping seriously. I just don't. I put out too much energy for other people who have said to me that they wanted to change, that they wanted to be different, that they wanted to learn about what it is that I knew that I was offering them, that they wanted to know. And then when they, then they would change. Well, that really hasn't happened. There has been obviously relationships that did change, but not to the point of where they said they were going to change. And, I've allowed it. I've let people just choose whatever it is they needed to choose, to be whatever it is they needed to be. And I just kept going, doing what I'm doing. Well, now, and a lot of those people asked me for help, and I gave it gladly, generously, just over the top giving, until I realized that it wasn't in balance. And sometimes it was just completely a relationship that I believed that was for real, and found out that no, it wasn't, and it hadn't been. I was just in that perception that it was, because I've always wanted everybody to get it. I've always wanted, let's all go. Let's all eat and drink and have a clothing and shelter and not live in a tent on the fucking freeway. And if that isn't an indication of how Rome is burning right now, take a look. Take a real look. See. For those that have eyes to see. Because, yeah, we can all look, and we've all looked, and we're looking still, but to see what's actually going on here, to see the bigger picture of what's going on here. And that's where your commitment as a soul comes in. That you are going to see the bigger picture, and you're going to act from that knowledge of what you're seeing. And you're going to commit 100% to your soul and your contract. And so that means that, wherever you are right now, whatever you're doing, at any moment, somebody could pull out a gun and start shooting people. Where, obviously we've seen it doesn't matter where you are now. As I've said for months and years, this heart consciousness alignment, that's our safety zone right now. That's it. There is no place in this world right now that is safe from the outside. And the outside is just, reflections of what's going on the inside. So, please, remember your commitments. Remember that you're a soul having a human experience. Remember that you came here to show the masses what it looks like to be awake. Not necessarily enlightened, although there are a few people on this planet right now that are. Amaji, Mother, enlightened. She's an avatar. Check it out. Amma.org, AMMA.org. Check it out. She's for reals. And there's a lot of them that are. And there's a lot of them that aren't. And those, wolf in sheep's clothing, that seems to be pretty prevalent. So where are you being your wolf in your sheep's clothing? Can't do it anymore. Sorry. Here's the line. It's here. You need to decide. You're going to follow your soul's commitment and stand up for the light and the love of the truth of who and what you are and what we all are? Are you going to succumb to your negative ego within the, toxic patriarchy that now actually has some of the feminine going along with it? Sad. Very sad. But those people are sound asleep. You're not. I'm not. So, stand up. Be counted. Stand for the love. Stand for the light. Keep your soul's commitment, which is about that. Standing up for the love and the light. Even if all the people you know around you are in the dark and don't want to come to the light. Not this light. They don't want to. Fuck the light. Flip-flop the light. Who cares? No such thing. Nah. You're just going to keep acting this out. We know. And now it's time. It's time to answer the clarion call of your soul's purpose and your soul's commitment. So, I think that's it for today. I think that's what Spirit wants to say through me. So if you have any questions, of course, please leave a comment. And, if you don't, just, hey, subscribe, tell your friends. If that's something that you feel that you want to do and you're resonating with. I don't know. I've kept 14 out of the 15 subscribers that I had, so that's awesome. And I would like to see if there's going to be any more, but I guess time will tell. So, look at where you're not keeping your commitments and decide that you're now going to keep them. That your soul and your self, your high self, are going to keep your commitments and trickle down to your personality self. See what happens. Keep breathing, of course. Go check out my website, Breathe Deep Soul Healing. See if there's anything of the lists of things that I do that you're interested in. Let me know. Either send me an email on here, or leave a note, or send me an email. breathedeepsoulhealing@gmail.com and breathedeepsoulhealing.com. And you'll find those down at the bottom of the list of what I'm talking about today. So, all right, I think that's it. Om Namah Shivaya. In Lak'ech, I'm another yourself. Namaste. And Al Kalimon from the Hathors, wishing you peace. Bye for now. Have a great rest of your day.